Assalamu alaikum. I'm Dr. Tho, and this is a data structure and algorithm subject. In the chapter 1, we are going to review the basic programming concept in C++. Because we are going to use the same software which we use in C++. Okay, so this is a continuation of the C++ with the additional some of the chapters. So this is the practical link, okay, for those who have taken with me C++ last semester. We run the program using this website, onlinegdb.com, an online C++ compiler. Okay. So what is a data structure? It's a structure way of storing and organizing the data in the computer memory. We have a both RAM and ROM, okay, so that the computer can work efficiently. Okay, in order the computer to work perfectly, okay, so we write the program, okay, in the computer. So example of the data structure include the arrays. Okay, for those who already finished the C++ programming, we also cover the array. This is in the last chapter, chapter 4, in the records, list, stack, queue, linked list, and trees, and so on. So we are going to cover some of the chapters from here. And these are the size of the data type. Okay, for example, 1 byte have a 8 bits. It's a one character, one character has a also 8 bits. So it means that when you write A, okay, so it will take the 8 bits in the computer, the space. Okay, the integer is like 1, 2, 3. Okay, so when you write 1, then it will take 16 bits. Long integers are like the bigger number. Okay, for example, not only 1, 2, 3, it is like 1,000 or 100,000, something like this. This is called long integer. So if you write the bigger numbers, it will take the 32 bits. The space will be the bigger it will take. How about the float? Float in integers are opposite. Integer is 1, 2, 3, but the float is like, for example, 1.5, 1.30, okay? You have a point form. This is called the float. How about the double? Okay, so double are also the bigger. Okay, so it will take the 64 bits, and then long double, it will take 80 bits. Okay, so this is just for your information. So how we declare in C++? For those who already finished again C++ programming, okay, so you already know we declare like this: integer equal to x, so which means that x is the integer, so value of x is the 5. Okay, so this is the integer. Now for the float here, if we declare it's a float, then you have to put this is a dot form. Okay, 5.6. You see here 5.6, this is a float because you have a float here, so you have a point form. But if you declare as an integer, you cannot put the point like this. It must be 1, 2, 3, 5, 10, 100, something like this. But for float, if you want to put the point form, you must declare as a float. For example, you can declare like float x. So x equal to 5.6. You can write like this, but you have to change your float. Float x, so x equal to 5.6. So this is just a declaration of the things. You don't have to write specific money or whatever it is. You can write anything. You can write A or B or whatever it is. Okay, so when you write A here, make sure it is also A here. So how about the character here? So character, we write with the single quotation. Okay, but if we are going to write it more than one, for example, like C plus, then you have to put the double quotation. Okay, because this is only the C, that's why we have a single quotation, single open and close. Okay, so but if you are going to write, for example, your name, Ahmad, then you have to write the double quotation. Okay, not the single. So this is like a double, the bigger number, as I say, that when you want to write the big numbers, then we use the double. Okay, so but as far as I know, we are going to use only the 3 things here: integer, okay, for the integer number, float for the decimal number, and the character, okay, for the names that we are going to enter. So only these 3 things mostly we use when we write a program: integer, float, and character. Okay, so let's go for the next slide. So these are the data types again. Okay, so we have so many data types here. These are some of the example. Okay, and then again here we have a short integer, long integers. These things is just a, you don't have to memorize about this, but when we write a program, we'll just declare like integer. We don't write short integer or long integer. We just simply declare as a integer. Okay, and then after the float, I already explained just now, integer is like 1, 2, 3 without the decimal dot. But for the float, it is like, for example, 1.5, okay, 10.501, something like this. You have a point form, this is called the float. How about the character? Character are like this here. But if you want to write inside one only, you put the single quotation. See, this is called single quotation, only one here. This is a single quotation, okay? But if you want to write more than one here, like C++, it is like more than one, then you have to write double quotation. This is called the string here. Okay, this is a, you have to write double quotation. C++ is more than one. So that's why you put the double quotation here, 2. Okay, but if only C, you are going to write only one like this. If one letter, only one. But if more than one letter, you are going to write the double quotation. It is like double. Computer science, also it is like more than one character, so you use the double quotation. And then this is also space. Space, one space is also considered as a character here. You don't write anything, but this is space, then this is a character. But here you have a many space, so you are going to consider as a, this is strange. Okay, more than one character, so you open with the double quotation and close with the double quotation. Okay, so other things you don't have to know. You have to know only integers, float, just now I also explained, and then character, how we declare. Okay, integers are 1, 2, 3, and so on, 100, 1000. But float, you have a point form. For example, 1.5, 10.5, 100.501, something. You have a point form. Okay, the characters are the alphabet, A, B, C, D, whatever you write, it's inside here. Okay, then let's go for the next slide. This is the rules of operator precedence. Just now I already said that this is the, we are just a revision from C++. Okay, you have already studied this one, and then I already explained for those who already take with me, and then the other teachers also, they already explained in C++ about this. So what are the rules here? This is how we are going to calculate here. This is the calculation part. Okay, so whenever you see like this, okay, the first thing is that you have to check the parentheses. This is the, you must solve these things. Parentheses are inside the bracket, and here you have to solve this bracket first. Okay, and then after that you have to check the division and multiply. You first solve the division, then after the multiplication. So you are going to solve this division first, then after that you multiply. Okay, then the last one is there, you have to check for plus or minus these things. So this modulus, this is called the modulus here, like the percentage signs. This is a modulus. I explain in the down part here. So and here, when you look at this example, and here, sorry. So when we are going to solve this part, okay, I make it smaller because I have to write it here. When we are going to solve this part, as I said just now, we are going to solve the inside the bracket first, because this, see, the first one is that we have to check the brackets here. So the brackets inside are here. So we have to plus 3.11 plus 5. When you add this one, the answer is going to be like 8.11. 8.11. This is there, we already solved here. Then after that, what we have to solve now? We have to solve the divided here. Because after the bracket is finished, we are going for the divide. After that, then multiply. Okay, what is the divide here? And here this division is the 21 divided by 7. The answer will be 7 times 3 equal to 21. Okay, this is 3 answer. Finish. And here divide, and then here also you have a 1 divided here. Okay, and here when you divide 13 divided by 5, what is going to be the answer? 2.6. Okay, so this is the things. So what are the, the sign inside here? After this is solved, you have a multiply here. And after that, you have here multiply sign. You have also multiply sign. Okay? Where is a multiplication sign? So when you multiply all these things, then you are going to get the answer. Okay? So when you are going to multiply all these things, so let me say 3 times 8.11 times 2.6. So what is there going to be? We have a calculator here, CL calculator here. Okay, I will multiply it and then I will tell you can also 3 multiply with 8.11, 8.11 multiply with 2.6, 2.6, and then the answer will be 63.258. The answer will be 63.258. Okay, 63.258. So the answer will be 63.258. I hope it is correct because I just calculated faster. Okay, so this is the answer here. This is the answer. Okay, the answer is 63.25. So what you have to do is that whenever you see the sentence like this, the equation like this, you must check whether you have a parenthesis. This is an inside bracket or not. Solve that one first. After that, you follow this one. Okay, divide first. Then after that, the next one is there, multiply. And here you don't have plus or minus. But sometimes some of the questions you will get the plus or minus. Then you will see you have to solve that one as a later. Okay, so this is the things that the answer is 63.258. Okay, let's save it here. So next one is the modulus. Look at the modulus here. What does the modulus mean? Modulus means that you have to take the remainder. Okay, I believe that when you are in school, you do like this. This is the divided. You know the divided 16 divided by 3. So it is like the 16, you put it inside and then you put the 3 up there. Okay, but when you use the calculator, you might get a different answer. You won't be able to solve. So you have to know how to use this one. When you were in school, you used to use like this. Okay, so 16 will be inside and then I put a 3 up here. But because we have to find the value of the modulus here, then we have to take the remainder. Remainder from the performing integer division. You divide first. So 3 times 5 equal to 15. So 16 minus 15, remainder is 1. So the answer for this one is 1. 16 modulus 3 equal to the answer is 1 here. Okay, so the answer for this one will be, this is Y icon. Okay, so the answer in here is 1. 16 modulus 3, the answer will be 1. You have to get the 1 from there. Okay, so let's go for next. But this is again, everything we have covered in C++. This is just a revision. I'm just making you remember, refresh. Okay, so this is again repetition structure. This is also from C++ chapters. Okay, we have 3 types of the loops: for loops, while loops, and do while loops. Okay, we have 3 types of the loops. So when we write a program, okay, we can write using 3 different repetition structure. So look for here. Here we have a for loop. Here is a while loop, but here is a do and while loop. Okay, so this is going to bring from 1 to 5. Okay, so we have from 1, okay, and then after that it is less than or equal to 5. We have until number 5 and then I plus plus. It is going to be increased 1 by 1. After 1 it is going to 2, 3 and so on. Okay, so how about the while loop? While loop is that we are just changing the place here. I equal to 1, we put it in front here. We take out in front. Okay, but and here we write 3 things here. And here inside the while loop we write only 1 thing. So the first one we take out in front, and then the last one we put it the down part here. Okay, so this is just a, we are, the shifting the places. Okay, so how about the do while loop? Do while loop also I equal to 1, we take out the first one here, and then other things, the while is going to be at the down here before the return 0. Okay, so again, for your information, when we write the program for C++, these things are all the same. See, for do, while, or while, or for loop, this thing. Okay, the heading is the same thing. Include IO string using namespace std and integer main and this thing. And then this is open, and after the return 0 and close. This is a 0, not O. Okay, this is 0. Okay, I hope you all know about this. Return 0 and this. So these are the heading part and this is a closing part. These are all the same thing. So when you are going to write the simple program, you must write the same heading and the same closing. Only the inside parts is the changing, because other things are the same thing. So again, okay, when we practice in the lab, we have like iostream.h, that is for the old. Okay, but this is the when we are going to use the online compiler, we are going to use the new version of this. Okay, so this is, we already explained this one in the in the C++. Okay, this is just for the reviewing or refreshing. Okay, if else, these are called the selection structures. Okay, again, if are like a selection, okay, they want you to choose, okay, to select. Okay, we have a 3 types here: if else, and then nested if else. Okay, we have a 3 types. If has there only one here. They check whether the condition is true or not. Okay, and here when you check here, this is the, we use the old methods. iostream.h we use in the lab. But if you are going to practice and here, you have to use include iostream without the .h, and then you have to use using namespace std. Okay, you have to follow. Instead of 1 line, you have to write the 2 line. Okay. Okay, so this is the checking for only one condition. They check what is your grade, your marks you get. If the marks is more than 50, the grade is passed. Only one condition here. But and here you have a 2 condition, if and else. They are going to check your marks. Okay, so if your marks is less than, greater than 50, you are going to get the pass. If not, you are going to get fail. Okay, but nested if else is that you have many choices here, because instead of if else, you have a else if, else if, else if, and so on. Okay, so the next one is that you are going to use the do while loop, and then you have to ask the user to enter the number between 1 and 7. Okay, so when we run the program, this one is coming out, enter an integer between 1 and 7. Okay, so if you enter the correct number between 1 and 7, then the program will print thank you very much. So for example, if you enter 9, then the program is not going to return anything until you enter the number between the 1 and 7. Okay, so this is again just a simple program. Okay, it is checking the logical operator. Okay, so how about the, okay, let's stop here.